Let's see if it will not. Woo! Wow, that was an interesting little intro. What is good, y'all? Welcome to episode 299 of the PinstripeStrong Podcast. We are here, you guys are there, and I just remembered that we don't have the new intro song. Okay, great. All right. And oh my god. I'm not gonna be mad. Yes. Yankees are here. Yankees have won 5 straight series to start the season. This is great, but you know what? Sometimes you got to be negative when it's positive. And you got to be positive when it's extra negative. But in this podcast, we're going to talk about some of the things that the Yankees could be doing better. And we're going to be honest about it because we're Yankee fans. We all want the Yankees to do well. Chris and I, the PinstripeStrong Podcast.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Indeed. Let us do it. I don't have the it sucks that I don't have the song. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have the intro right now. That kind of stinks. I don't have the intro. It sucks. I'm sorry, guys, that we don't have the intro. But it is fine.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, some people will understand, especially.
Psych!
We got it. Nice.
We're going back. We're going back. Aha. 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 Woo! All right. That's good. All right. So Chris is there. I am here. Chris, how are you doing today?
Feel good, man. Feel good. Not exactly what some people might want to hear. It's like, what do you mean you feel good? Well, it's kind of
you.
It's kind of hard not to feel good. I know this is a baseball Yankee podcast, but the Knicks won their 50th game of the season, locked up the second seed. The Yankees won the series, even though we dropped the game. We dropped the game on pod day. Not how we want to start the new week.
Not how we drew it up.
Yeah, it is what it is. No, man, just feel good. 70 degrees outside right now, even though I got a hoodie on.
Very nice.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing all right because Yankees keep winning series. However, I don't like what's going on in some of the things. Like when you look under the hood, right? Like if you're a Yankee fan that doesn't watch games, which there are those kind of fans, they don't really watch games. They just wait for the next day's newspaper to look at the box score, and they're like, "Whoa, we won today. That's good." Then you're happy. Actually, those people that look at the box score probably are even more mad because they keep seeing the E column be filled multiple times every game. It feels like. But Yankees have won 5 straight series to start the season. Can we ask for more? No, that's literally the best start you could possibly ask for from the Yanks, who are now 12-4. Yankees beat the Marlins. Yankees beat the Guardians. Now they're on the road. Now they're going over to Toronto, where I, as all of us probably listening to this, are expecting to beat the Toronto Blue Jays and then come back home. But some of the things that are going on with the team that kind of concern me, if we're being honest, if you want to be real, and it's okay to be honest and to be real. Like, I feel like some people online just get, oh my God, bro, what more do you want to wait, dude? Like, come on. It's like, dude, it's okay if you're talking about some of the negative stuff, Pop. Like, It just means you watch the games and you have legit worries because you've seen many years. All you want is for your team to win, right, Chris?
I agree.
And the Yankee infield defense has been a bit of a conundrum. How about we say that?
Yeah. It's just challenging to defend.
I mean, no pun intended. And it's challenging to defend them as well.
Yeah. Because people, I'm seeing some people in the chat, like, they're, not giving Torres an inch of, of not being. Let me reword that. So the people that are mad at Gleyber Torres, it's been something that we've been talking about for a while now, that his defense is inconsistent. So most times his bat covers that. But, when it results into something like this, like today, losing games where he didn't pick it cleanly, it's definitely difficult to defend him. Because, yes, at the end of the day, if you hit, you're fine, whatever, your offense is definitely. But when it results into losing games or, just whatever, it's very tough. It's very tough. And I can't tell somebody that, yeah, you're crazy for thinking that way about Gleyber. I can't say that. But he has a great opportunity right now to clean that up. And, if it continues, that conversation about Peraza starts to creep up again. Or, he's in a contract year, so it's tough. It's tough.
I think the conversations start with DJ LeMahieu coming back.
Yeah.
And he was, by the way, DJ LeMahieu was with the team. And he should be starting a rehab assignment, according to the last piece of news that I seen pretty soon. I think next week, right, Chris?
I gotta look into that right now.
Okay, we'll look into it. Or maybe Joy or whatever, Rod, let us know. But yeah, that's basically what's going on. And I'm not saying this to say, I mean, Torres was already dropped in the order because this week a couple of things happened. Volpe was put up into the leadoff spot, and you know what? He's thriving. I was afraid. I didn't want Volpe to be put in the leadoff spot yet. If you've been listening to the PinstripeStrong Podcast, been listening to us talk, or been watching my live streams, you guys know that since Volpe has come up, we felt like he was the model citizen for the leadoff spot. You know that we've wanted him there. You know that we felt like we needed him there. It's like his skill set just kind of translates to that. However, because of last year, we didn't feel like he was there. And this year, I felt like, you know what? He looks way better, way different as a player. But the thing is that I don't want him to run into like any kind of issues or like there's anything, anything that would affect his confidence. I wanted him to continue to gain confidence in the bottom part of the order. And then, you know what? Maybe a month or two later, let's move him up. But I don't want to say desperate times because we're winning. And you know what? Sometimes making adjustments when you're winning is a good thing, Chris.
Agree.
Because you're not comfortable. You're constantly tweaking and stuff like that. I made a joke earlier in the week where I said, if it's not broke, fix it. But it's cool. You're kind of tinkering and you're seeing little issues in the same way that we are allowed to look at issues. For example, the defense this week, or we're looking at it, is the same way that the Yankees can see, you know what? It's time to put Volpe up there. And he's played well. This has been a very good week for Anthony Volpe, which we'll speak about a little bit later. We're probably talking about awards. I'm sure he'll get 1 or 2 or 5.
6.
What'd you say, Chris?
6.
Yeah. Or, I don't know.
6 awards. 7 awards.
Yeah, something like that. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I mean, I think it's great that he's thriving in that spot. However, the other side of that coin, Chris, is that somebody had to be put down, which is, and I don't want to speak about like put down like it's a dog.
Jesus.
You have to be put down in the lineup, and that's Gleyber Torres, who's been struggling a bit.
Yeah, and with DJ coming back, you probably mentioned it already, but he could play third, and it won't most likely be Oswaldo because Oswaldo's playing out of this world right now.
Oh yeah, and his name is Oswaldo. Don't bench me, Cabrera.
Finish it. Don't bench me.
And like he probably said, he walked into the cages as Boone was ready to like try to make out his lineup, and he looked at him real quick, and he says, "Don't bench me. They'll boo you." And he walked out. I mean, the fact that he's getting like these ideas,
Don't bench me.
Yeah, they'll boo you. The fact that he's getting this, he probably watched the Yankees, documentary, the 9/11 one, when Jeter told that to George Bush about the first pitch. But Cabrera, don't bench me. They'll boo you. Yeah, Cabrera's been great.
I got no complaints from Oswaldo for Oswaldo. There was a clip. I think it was after Soto hit that 3-run shot yesterday's. I think the second game. Oswaldo was sitting next to him. He was looking at him like in awe, like, "Damn, bro, this guy's my teammate for real." But it looks like he's always absorbing just information, man. He's just sitting next to the guy, and he wants to get better every day. That's what you want in the lineup.
Trying to tell Noah right now because he has this whole game on for some reason, like not loud.
Right. Chill.
Yeah, bro, he's wilding. This is crazy. I lost my train of thought.
We're talking about Oswaldo, and the whole Glaber situation, and let's see what happens there. The one of the updates that I got from DJ though, it was from 5 days ago, so it's most definitely been a recent update. If anybody in the chat, I was trying to look for it, but DJ LeMay, who has started taking side to side grounders per Aaron Boone, no rehab assignment. I know today I sent a video in the Yankee chat, in the PinstripeStrong chat, my bad, where they were showing Wells at first, like taking grounders at first.
That's like an emergency thing, I feel like.
And DJ was right behind him.
Oh,
like in the shallow butt. So he was doing his thing there. So he's definitely making it happen, trying to come back as soon as possible. And Cole, he recovered without a problem after playing catch, and there hasn't been a schedule to throw again. So I don't know if he's been throwing recently, but I haven't seen any updates yet. But there'll be a super boost to the team, man. Super boost to the team.
Super boost.
Before we get into the games and stuff like that, Joe, you wanna anything else that you want to mention, touch on?
Well, we could speak on the defense, like, and what it means and why I'm so like whatever, like not whatever about it, but I'm so listen. Yanks are 12-4, yes. A big concern for me is definitely defense. The defense is an issue. Whether it's Rizzo, 2 errors today at first. One of them was a throw that was right. It was still in the air from Cabrera. I get it was low, but it didn't even bounce. It wasn't even a scoop, and he couldn't even come up with it. And we've seen Rizzo make a lot of uncharacteristic, like whether it's errors or not, or ball going under his glove, or like just weird stuff. Ball gets away from him. It's like, what's going on? We've seen the other side of the coin as to how impactful to an entire infield defense a really good first baseman is in Mark Teixeira. Okay, now he's probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory, at least since the turn of 2000, probably the very first best first baseman that we've seen, unless there's somebody else that I'm missing. I don't think anybody else is better than Mark Teixeira. Where right now I feel like Mark Teixeira come off the bench or come out the stands and probably make scoops.
Nick Johnson.
I don't know, Nick Johnson is not really much to say. So there's that side of the coin because it gives everybody else in the defense. There's no secret. Jeter won a lot of those Gold Gloves, and you had Cano won the Gold Gloves, and you had A-Rod had supreme defense at third base as well. Their abilities, yes, but there's a lot of saving that happened on Mark Teixeira's side. If you can that's why I start with Rizzo, because that's the anchor, I feel like, of the infield defense. The first baseman can be able to save a bunch of errant throws, or he can be able to secure a lot of outs, and Rizzo knows this. He's won a Platinum Glove, I believe, before, at least a Gold Glove, I know that. And that has an effect on all of your infielders, whether it's with confidence, whether it's with, all of that stuff. It just makes them better fielders overall. Then I'll move over to second base with Gleyber Torres. And Chris Gleyber Torres.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with our guy?
I'm sure he's trying to figure it out himself. What's going on? The infield defense has been very shaky to start. And maybe it's just one of those things, when you come into the season, not everything is clicking on all cylinders, right? It's either the offense is going off and the pitching has to catch up, or the starting pitching is great, but the bullpen is kind of shaky, or it's the defense that, you could score as many runs, but then the defense gives it back, or the pitcher has to throw more pitches because they, bobbling everywhere, or, errors on throwing errors and all over the place. So maybe it's just that, because I'll tell you what, the outfield defense hasn't really been shaky. Soto obviously had, he's getting it together. There's been a lot of talks about his defense, but he's been, he was practicing and training in the offseason trying to get that better. We know what Judge does in the center field, and what a welcome sight in left with Verdugo, right? We talk about the defense, but he's been phenomenal out there. So maybe it's just one of those things where the defense just has to catch up, the infield defense, that is, because even the throwing from the catcher, it hasn't been, at 100%. So I'm thinking it's just one of those things. And talking about the catching, the prospect Agustin Ramirez in Double-A, he's been lighting it up on both ends of the ball, which is, that's why I was curious to see. Oh shit! Look at Wells at first, or maybe it's just that they want to get him more at bats on days that he's not catching. He could play first, so they could give Rizzo a few days to rest, or a couple days to rest, or whatever. But they got something out down there in Double-A. But yeah, the throwing has been a little shaky. Let's see what happens in this next series and for the rest of April. But is definitely concerning because we could have swept, and it didn't happen here.
James the Pro on Twitch said that type of defense will get you bounced in the playoffs, and I agree. Listen, and with Gleyber at second, today he had that bobble and did not throw Naylor out at home. That was bad. He's had some throwing issues as well. When I move over to shortstop, he's probably the least person that I'm concerned about in the infield. But to not say that Volpe hasn't had issues turning double plays from that second base side, just the throws. I mean, you haven't been watching games. He has had that issue, we're pointing this out because a lot of this stuff in the playoffs will get you bounced, like James the Pro said. In the playoffs, every out is so essential. And if you're spotting teams extra outs, more than 20, it's already bad enough that you got to deal with 27 of them. So if you got to deal with more, it's even worse.
Right.
So you have that, Volpe with everything else is fine with Volpe. At third base, I think it's just I think we've been fine at third base, but I think it's more been like there's been a lot of different situations that, whether it's Cabrera there or Birdie or whatever it is, and then DJ LeMahieu is going to get thrown into that mix as well. What's happening there? So, and a lot of third base issues are coming from Rizzo on the other side of the diamond. So we need his help. And then catching has been more of an issue with throwing than anything else. Trevino had some pass balls early, and that's fine. We can ignore that unless it becomes a reoccurring issue. But I feel like teams have been running on the Yankees, not stopping. But my biggest concern is not turning those double plays, Chris, because we have a lot of guys that sometimes can be able to get ground balls. Nestor today should have gotten out of certain innings that he did not as fast, and not turning double plays or not getting certain outs leads to more pitches. More pitches leads to shorter outings. Shorter outings means that your relievers are out there longer. Relievers being out there longer means that they are tired and less effective for the next day, which means that your starter for the next day is already going into that day feeling the pressure of, hey, I got to go 6 or 7, which already they should be thinking that, but they shouldn't be like feeling like I have to do it because their bullpen's short. Bullpen comes in the next day. Now they're a little bit ineffective because they're being overused. It's a domino effect. And we seen it that week where the starters went 4 innings, 4 1/3, like 3 of the 4 starters did not get past 5 innings. There's only but so much that you can ask from a bullpen. Even the best bullpens in the world need you to give them some length out of the starter spot. Right?
Agree.
Other concerns that I have. Are there any other concerns that we have with the team? I'm not concerned with Judge's coming around. I'm not concerned with anything offense right now. Glaber, I feel like he's going to be fine offensively and defensively. I think he's going to be fine. I think it's just a start. Our defense is in a slump. Well, what else is like a concern for us?
Man, I gotta go with Boone, man. I'm just kidding. people just want to blame Boone for everything. Honestly, it's just that. It's just the defense. It really annoyed me. Like when Volpe couldn't turn that double play, I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, like that's big, man.
That shit annoy. And I like that it annoyed him too because he was tight. He was like, damn, man. But even though he won a Gold Glove, if this keeps up, the timeline is gonna be like, well, maybe you should go to second base. But hopefully that's not the case. My man won a Gold Glove at short. He's going to stick at short. But yeah, that's the only thing that was concerning me, just the defense.
So, and the only other reason, this is the last thing I'm going to say on it, because I really do firmly believe that the Yankee defense will come out on the other end from this and we'll fix this issue. The same way that I feel like coming back on teams, being able to hit, being able to win via whether it's home run or single or double or just a dynamic offense, whether you're pitching, whether you set up a bridge to your wins or you're like a script to every win, you're building that character within your team. It's the same way that you can build bad character or a losing character with your team if you have bad defense that happens on a night in, night out basis. And I'm telling you, pitchers start to feel that like, oh man, a ball gets hit on the floor, on the ground, you just don't feel so sure. Like it's going to be an out. You don't feel as sure. And that stuff weighs on them. Like maybe I got to get a strikeout here. Like instead of I'll get a ground ball, they'll just turn it for me. I'm not saying it's happened yet, but I'm just saying you can build that characteristic and it could like root deep in the team. Let's stop it before we get there, right? So let's let the Yankees figure that out. But if we don't point that out, we're like being silly. Well, what's our Kristen? I wanted to do this. What do you think is the game? Because what do you think has? Yeah, I messed up. What do you think out of all of the games we've played? We've played 6 games this week.
Yes.
What was the game of the week this week? We had the Marlins at 3 versus the Marlins, 3 versus the Guardians. 1 was the rain out. And then what do you feel like was the game of the week this week? You guys start spamming the comments as well. And also leave a like on the video on YouTube and subscribe. We're trying to regrow, grow our YouTube channel. Make sure you guys put that on there. And
I like the first game, the Marlins series, for a couple reasons.
Okay.
I feel like that's the game that Verdugo kind of broke out. He had like 3 hits.
Yes.
I think he had a home run and then the previous series, but this one he had 3 hits. Cortez went 8. He went 8 innings in that game. I think Volpe had a 3-run homer as well. Soto had his first Yankee Stadium homer, so it was like a balanced, nice win. I don't remember if the defense, if what was shaky, but I know that Volpe played some dope defense there in that game.
Blowout.
So yeah, man, I think that was my favorite game of the series. But looking at the result of today's game with Cortez, was the 8 innings because he was facing the Marlins.
That could be.
Not really, because I was funny. We were talking, Joe and I was talking on the phone earlier, and he was like, "Yeah, you know what? I want to wait. I want to watch this game. I want to watch this game, see what's going on with Cortez." And it was not up to par with how his previous start ended. But yeah, that was my game of the week for me. How about you?
Well, I went to a game this week. I went to the Tuesday game. I had some really good seats right there in Legends, and the Yankees did win that game. That wasn't my favorite game of this week, though, even though it was good.
What was your favorite game? What was your favorite game?
I'm in between two games, man. And you won't believe me, but the game today is up there for me. It's in the top 2 of the game, even though we lost. It was in there, and the reason is because it just felt like the Yankees were not giving up. And there were many times last year and many years prior where on a game where they've won 2 of 3 already and going into a sweep, I wouldn't say give up, right? Give up is a little bit disrespectful to the team, but it doesn't feel like they had that hunger to win. This game felt like the Yankees had the hunger to win like they wanted the sweep bad. And I love that, like Volpe was up there facing Class A, who's throwing 102, okay? And he's up there trying to figure it out, and he's able to lace a base hit the other way, and Cabrera scores on that. That's awesome. The Yankees allow them to Yankees are up after the Judge hit the 3-run. They hit the 3-run homer, and then Cleveland came back, and Jose had the 2-run homer, and then it was like coming back and forth, and Nestor was trying to give you some stuff, and then we had our infield situation still, but the Yankees have still had that mentality, and I love to see that. In a loss, I love that. It's still not my favorite game. I have to go with the Yankees winning 8-2 when, the night before, second game of the doubleheader. So hard to sweep a doubleheader, guys. Very hard to sweep a doubleheader. And the Yankees not only put that game away, but they put it away early. And the starters earned a rest at the end. You remember how it's like, oh, let's take them out for rest. And, let's just rest this guy. No. We earn our rest through blowing teams out. Like, that's dope. When Soto 3-0, hearing people on WFAN saying, yo, like, Soto's out there just looking for a walk. Like, he needed to hit a home run. It's like, first of all, that was ridiculous. Like, they were talking about, they're not pitching. What do you want to do?
Oh, my God.
Sense. When Soto said 3-0, say, I bet. Hit a 3-run bomb. Up 3-0 in the count. Let's go. What's good? Put that game away. And I said early. I love that. But both games to me were like my favorite games of the week.
One more thing. Absolutely. One more thing I want to add about my favorite game. Yeah, I think that was the game that
it feels like he got overshadowed with everything.
Yeah. No. It has to do. No. It has to do. I think that was the game that was 2 hours, right, Joe?
Which one?
The first game of the Marlins.
Oh yeah, 2 hours.
That was like 2 hours. I remember because I was like, damn, you know what? The Yankees knew it was the Raw after WrestleMania. The game started at 6. 2-hour game.
Clips.
I love that. One more thing
I want. Eclipse day too, no?
I think there was.
Yeah,
I think it was. Yeah, Monday. One thing I want to add about Volpe after that game. Yankees age 22 or younger with 50 plus hits, 5 plus walks, 5 plus extra base hits in their first 10 games of the season. Anthony Volpe.
Okay.
Derek Jeter, 97.
Yeah.
Lou Gehrig, 1926. That's the list. Thank you, Kitty Sharp. Thank you.
Are you done
Love
talking
it.
about your game?
I could keep going on and on, but come on.
Going back to my game, whole team.
Well, the full T. Yo, full T was nice, man.
Oh, he was. You say nice, bro.
Cody, man, he finished his story. Cody Petit.
Cody finished his story.
Yeah, man, Cody Petit.
That's crazy.
Love that. Love
WWE
that. See,
reference for those that don't know.
it's one of those things because
Cody
there's a lot of conversation about pitchers getting hurt, and is it the clock? Is it because they're throwing harder? What is it? What's going on? And then you see a guy like Petit throwing like 91, 92, slicing and dicing, the lineups.
Throwing strikes.
Like throwing strikes. That's what it is, man. It's the name of the game. Throw strikes, B. Throw strikes. Are you a thrower or are you a pitcher? Find out next time on Dragon.
Are you a thrower?
Thrower? A couple one of the things here I like Rodon. He pitched well, and in game 2 he loaded the bases, and he was tight that he was removed from the game. Hamilton came in, did his thing, and then of course Holmes shut it down. I think Verdugo hit a homer in that game as well. It was a good series, man, except for the last game. Are we worried about Stroman? He was 12 innings, no runs allowed, Joe, and then in this game he allowed 4 runs, a 3-run burger.
Yeah.
By Jake Berger, I think that's his name. How we feel about Stroman in this game?
I'm not concerned, like in the sense of like, yo, I don't know, man. We're not gonna but I am concerned with like, I don't know, man. Like,
what's going on over here?
It was just that he was throwing a lot of balls, and he wasn't locating as well. It's fine. I think he'll be fine. Let's see how he looks at the next start, though.
I think so too. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think he should be good.
Now the Yankees won that series. Won the series. They didn't win the last game, of course, but they won the series, 4 series in a row.
I'm so proud of them, man. I'm really proud of them.
Me too. I'm proud of them as well. They came in into they went to Cleveland. The Cleveland's good too, man. They're good too. I think they came into this series 9-3 or 9-4. The first game was rained out, and then we had a doubleheader. And like you said, It's tough to sweep a doubleheader, but that's exactly what the Yankees did.
To sweep a doubleheader.
What do you like about this series?
Well, what I liked about it is this series gave the Yankees a lot of opportunity to be like, I'm resting on laurels kind of thing. What do I mean? Doubleheader, right? So first of all, your record. The Yankees have the best record in baseball right now, right? And you have a doubleheader. So what does that mean? It means a chance where you're not playing maybe the best of best lineups every single time, or maybe not trying to win both games. Or you know what? I won the first game of the doubleheader. We're okay with a split today, and it's like, no, they took it. They took the series. Killer instinct. The very next day, they were trying to win that game. They were out there. They were out for blood. They were trying to win that game. They were trying to sweep. And the fact that they're trying to sweep every game kind of goes to what Judge said in the before the season, where he says, you know what, we have to attack every game and take every W that we can on the schedule. And that, bro, oh my God, that is talking my language, because that is 162 one-game seasons, like mantra to me, bro. Like, I love that. You're playing all 27 outs, and it's you can see it from everybody top to bottom, bro. You can see that, and I love that. I love that.
Everybody wants to win,
and they weren't.
Everybody wants to win. Even every at bat, they don't take at bats off. Not saying that they were before, but they're a lot more competitive, taking more pitches, making the pitchers work. They're walking, they're taking their walks. They're not trying to hit a 3-run home run with no one on base. So these are things that obviously, even though we lost today's game, but they fought to the end, even in today's game, like you said. You saw when Rizzo, obviously he had those 2 errors, but then you saw how much it meant for him to come through for the team. In the 10th inning, how hyped he was. I love that because sometimes you're walking, no matter where you walk, there's like a rain cloud over you, no matter what you do. But it just felt good to him. So
when you make a mistake, bro, like no one wants to go out there to make a mistake. No one wants to make errors. No one wants to make their pitcher throw more pitches, or feel frustrated on the mound. Like no one wants that. You know what I mean? So I know that these guys, they all want to do well. If it was up to all of them individually, they'd all want to hit 1,000 and have 1,000% fielding percentage, like obviously, right? So I don't think that nobody's doing it on purpose, right? I mean, anybody that thinks that, you're a fool,
right?
But I do like how, they said, you know what? All right, we still got more game to play. Like, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. So I like their whole attitude and their whole approach to these games now, Chris. It's really refreshing to watch the Yankees be this way, man.
And is it the change? Is it the change of the batting coach, the hitting coach? My bad. Is it just Bone's new attitude? He's in a contract year as well. Is it because of Juan Soto? It could be a lot of things, or it could be because of how they ended that season, 82-80, missing the playoffs. But you could sense it, even in losses, aside the 2 shutouts. But even that, they were fighting. And that's what you want out of your team, to fight every day.
Oh yeah,
to try to win every single day, to try to win every single at bat. And that's what you want, and it's just representative of New York and how we are, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably a combination of all of those things.
I think so too. I think
that they're all like aligned with how they're thinking, and I love how Boone's approach to this season has been so far, and everything that he's done in terms of managing the team, and you gotta love all of that. Like I have zero complaints with the coaching staff, with the management staff. Anything. There's nothing to complain about. You're up 12. You're 12-4.
The first 16 games, you won the first 5 series. And that's what Judge, just trying to break out of his mini slump. We were also talking about this, Joe, earlier. Like Judge, like where is Judge? Mm-hmm. Obviously he had a 3-run home run. This is before the game. We had that conversation. He had the 3-run home run, but it's like he's stuck in the middle of trying to break out of that hitting slump, but then he's also making it happen elsewhere, right? He's getting on base, he's playing defense. Obviously, he's the captain. He's, he gets up, the team gets up. Where do you see Judge today? Again, he hit the 3-run homer, but where he's at right now?
Listen, Judge is leading the league in walks. Like, so there's something to that. Like, he wasn't. Right. I feel like he's been fine. It's just that he hasn't been Judge yet, which is, I don't know how you say that. That's like it's kind of like, it's a compliment to him, obviously, because he's Aaron Judge, but it's like, dude, he's kind of like a superhuman a little bit on the baseball field, so I think he's been fine. He just hasn't had that homer to click, and this is the first one where he's gotten it, and you're like, oh shit, okay, that's Judge.
Shit was. They tried to play him, They said it was 469 feet, and they were like, no, actually it's 450.
It's gone, okay, and it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's gone. Shout out to Tyrone with the $10 super chat. Sucks that we blew that last game, but feel good overall about everything. Yeah, I feel the same way. And it might just be that locks Judge in. Remember, and a lot of people are ignoring this about Judge, that little mini injury or that mid-spring beat up kind of cost him a whole bunch of spring at-bats that he could have been using to get ready for the regular season. These could have all been like his all spring at-bats or whatever, and now he's locking in. And when Judge locks in, there was a year where Judge didn't hit a home run yet. Like, what's going on? And then he went off. He got the home run record that year. Then there was one time where he was Judge, do you know that you didn't even pull one homer this year? It's like, huh? I haven't? Okay. And then he just starts pulling homers. It's like, dude, like he's Aaron Judge, man. Like, I'm not worried about Aaron Judge. I'm just not.
I'm not worried.
About so many other things to worry about.
I mean, hasn't he shown enough from minor leagues to now that he's just Aaron Judge? Like, there's really nothing else. There's the Mike Trouts, there's the Shoheis, there's Aaron Judge. It is what it is.
Aranjo.
And then, of course, who bats in front of him? Soto, who apparently cannot take a walk. He bunted today, and Juan Soto.
That was crazy.
I was like, oh, I can't wait to hear sports radio in the morning.
I was just thinking, like, yo, how deep is this bag, bro? Like, my man bunted for hits, and then he tried to steal. He got thrown out. But it's like,
weird ass steal.
Yeah, it wasn't the late season. God, he was gonna steal. But it's like, yo, how deep is Soto's bag? And you see him every game. And you know what? I guess his motto or his mantra, I'm trying to get on base. I don't care if I'm walking. I don't care if it's a home run. I don't care if it's a single or if it's a double. I don't care if it's a walk. My job is to get on base. And that is my identity. That's who I'm going to be. That's what I'm going to be. And a lot of people try to paint him as like, yo, I want him to be a home run hitter. Or like, we don't need that, bro. We need for how many years have we been like, oh, everybody's a home run hitter in the Yankee lineup, man. Why can't a guy be like, and then we finally got him. And you got people on sports radio still talking about like, oh, I need him to hit a homer in this spot. It's like, what are you talking about? There's other guys in the lineup that hit homers. He doesn't have to, he can do that. But he doesn't have to do that.
He doesn't have to.
Like, other guys can do that. Let other guys do that. He's special for other reasons. He's special because he's 25 and he can get on at a clip of 40% that he comes up to the base, that he comes up to the plate.
I gotta be honest.
400 on base percentage is insane, guys. I don't know. That just doesn't happen in today's baseball. It just doesn't really happen too much.
There isn't an at bat where I feel like, hey, you know what? Soto's being overpowered. There isn't an at bat. My man took a 100-mile-per-hour fastball, like down and in, like middle and in, and looked at what's his name? Clase. He looked at Clase, slapped his leg. Let's go, baby.
Bro, the at bat doesn't start until he slaps his leg after he takes the ball.
That's when 0-2 and then slap his leg. But 100 miles per hour, middle and in, B. He took that.
And he just said, I see you.
That shit hyped me I'm like, oh shit.
I get so hyped up for his at bats, bro.
It's just getting so hyped up.
If a guy beats him, he's like, first of all, he beat him in the zone. He's not helping you out of the zone. It's just not. Like, and that's a guy those are guys like that I trust in October, man, because the reason why you want to know why Jeter's so good? Jeter's so good because every game to him, he's already thinking like it's game 7 of the World Series. So when he gets to game 7 of the World Series with 2 on and you need a clutch hit, he's felt like he's been there it's a regular game for him. For Soto, that's like how he approaches the game, bro. It's not about like every at bat to him is the biggest at bat. It's the biggest at bat, bro. And it's like, okay, well, let's go. Away we go. Jeter was like that. He would say that. He's like, the reason guys get like, and the same thing with Bernie, and the same thing with some of these other guys, and like Bernie, Posada, like all those guys think the same, bro. Like, the reason why they're able to like come through in those clutch situations is because they've already mentally put themselves, like, it's a regular situation for them. It's not like it's a bit. Of course they know time and place, but they know they don't get too overhyped. They don't try to overperform for like try to be better than what they normally are. They're just who they are, and that for people they feel like, oh man, he elevates his game. No, his game is the same, bro. Like he's the same player. He just doesn't change in the big at bats, the big spots. While other people try to, they shrink. They don't shrink. They just try to be somebody else. They try to do too much. They try to hit a 5-run homer. They try to, you try to do too much, Bob. Like, you don't need to put on that swing, man. Sometimes you could just walk, just hit the ball the other way, just move the runners along, and you're good. That's it.
He slows it down. He slows the game down.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what's going on around him, just me and you, Papa.
Yeah. I speed things up to slow them down.
I speed them up to slow them down. I want to give some love, Joe, to Schmidt, man. Clark Schmidt.
Yeah.
The first game of the doubleheader, Yankees won 3-2. You know why? Because they played Oswaldo Cabrera. He had a 2-run shot. Things got shaky at the end there, but the Yankees obviously toughed out the win 3-2. But Clark Schmidt, man, got his first win of the season.
Yes.
Clap, 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 clap. 5 innings.
Mm-hmm.
Round of applause. No, Clark Schmidt, 5 innings, 1 earned run. There was 2 runs scored, 3 hits, 5 walks. Don't like the walks, but he got 7 Ks to complement. So yeah, man, love to see that. Holmes, he did his thing this series as well. He got a save in the first game, 2 Ks. So yeah, man, just want to, because obviously one of the main things we've been saying since the beginning of the season that the offense had to carry. So it's good to see Clark Schmidt do his thing in this game.
Yeah, he can be a good a guy. Like, we need people to step up. Obviously, Cole's not here. When Cole gets back, then you guys can all slack. Don't worry about it. No, I'm kidding. But we need people to step up during this time of the non-Cole. And then when Cole comes back, we need you to keep playing well.
This is 2024 season BC, before Cole. BC. After Cole. Let's see what happens. We already, we gave some love to Petit, man. 6 innings pitched, earned run, 4 Ks. Petit. Petit. So he did his thing. I'm very surprised, man. But the offense obviously went off. Yeah, went off in this game with a 3-run bomb for Soto. Dennis Santana, man,
I like him.
Guy. He's a guy.
If he's throwing strikes, man. That first game he came in, the first game that Santana came in, he impressed me because he threw a whole bunch of strikes and he was going right at guys. People. Oh man, Van Rock calling him the T.
The what?
Odie the T.
The T.
I don't know what's going on.
They sent him down. I think they sent him down too.
Yeah, because he was the 27th
man. Yeah, but he definitely earned his stripes there. He was supposed to pitch in this series, but with the rain now and everything like that, they were saying that they might use him in the bullpen, but he's going to start next series, right, versus the Blue Jays. So let's see how that goes. Okay. With extra rest, you think that's good? It's going to be good for the kid.
Polti?
No, for Heel.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Listen, they're going to have to do stuff like that with him because they have to save innings. They have to try to, stretch things out. That sounds crazy. No, they didn't. But he has to, they have to do stuff like that with him. Because, Chris, he was injured before. And now he gets to, he's coming back. Yes, he, be effective and all of that stuff. And sure, but we also need him to be healthy, and we can't anytime that you get an opportunity to save innings, you got to do it.
Absolutely. But at the end of the day, pitchers are creatures of habit, so hopefully the extra rest is good enough, is good for him. There's another super chat.
Yeah.
Tyrone Jackson, man. Hot take: Oswaldo and Clark will be classic Yankees. Not so much, not Hall of Famers or anything, but guys we talk about for years.
That's the hope, and you need some of those guys too. Like the same way that we talk about people like Melky Cabrera or Ramiro Mendoza or somebody like
Jeff Nelson.
Oh yeah, Jeff Nelson. Like those guys
Scott
are
Brocious.
guys. You can't win those rings without them. So that's why you need guys like that.
Knobloch, Chuck Knobloch. And Gardy's not going to be a Hall of Famer, but we'll talk about him forever.
Man. Gardy's a great guy.
Gardy and Bernie too, man. Like, he's not a Hall of Famer, which is, I
understand, but he was a core. He was like a legit guy. He's talking about more guys like, where it's like, yo, you don't, they're not guys that you go to the team and think of like, oh yeah, that team. But
Ramiro Pena. Homer Bush, Homer Bush, Tom Gordon, Scott Proctor.
Word, I know how I feel about Felix Heredia.
I think we're like the only ones that are Felix Heredia.
I don't think anybody believes Jose Canseco. I think some people don't even think that they exist.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. But all good. I mean, is there anything else from the week that we needed to talk about before we get into like some award stuff and like
shout out to Damian Priest, man. He's a Yankee fan. He went out there.
Oh yeah, he did go. Took a belt to Yankee Stadium.
Took a belt, man. So some of the guys, Nick Swisher was hyped with the belt.
When does he not, Chris? Come on.
he had a little extra when he had that World Heavyweight Championship on the shoulder.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man. Congratulations, Bronx very own Damian Priest, World Heavyweight Champion, and big Yankee fan too, man. So love that.
Around our age, huh?
Yeah, he's. I think he's in his 40s actually. He's his 39, 40 around there. Yeah, well, yeah, it's kind of up there.
No, man, he old.
He's not old.
He's not like that.
He's like, mad old, yo.
We're like born in the same year. It's like, what?
Man, we kind of right there. But with the Yankees, I think we covered everything, man. Just keep winning series. Like I saw somebody say it in the chat. Just keep winning series.
Yeah.
But don't lose a game, man, on some dumb shit. You
want to feel weird for a second, Chris?
What's good?
Where are we right now? Okay. In 2 years. In two years is what? 2020?
26.
Okay. 2006, easy math, will be 20 years ago. That's when Cano came out. On to awards. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get into awards right now for sure. There we go. We got some awards playing. We got some people that are going to come out and get some awards. Oh, okay.
Who go first? We're away. I go first, or you go first?
Well, we're doing PinstripeStrong Performer of the Week.
Of the week.
You can go first. Unless you want to do a quick rock paper scissors.
Sure. Let's go.
All right. Rock, my man, yo, you're going crazy. Rock. All right, you ready?
All right, let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh wait, I thought he was gonna say shoot. We don't say shoot no more?
Oh, you go first now. I don't like how none of this shit feels right now. I don't like how none of this shit feels right now.
Well, for the week, shout out to Joey for hooking this up for us. For the week, Joe. Damn, I got. Wait, he got. Dang, he did better. Holy crap! You know what? I'm gonna give it a Rizzo, yo.
Rizzo.
I'm gonna give it a Rizzo.
Yeah.
Rizzo batted 360 for the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had a big hit today. You know,
Yeah.
he had a big hit today. He had 9 hits for the week.
Okay.
My man had 3 RBIs. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it a rhythm. I'm gonna show some love to my guy, but you know we can't have those blunders at first anymore. But he had a big hit for us in today's game that could have been the blow to give us a sweep, but it did not happen. But who do you got, Joe?
Number one, I was told to say ducks are friend. And
are they?
I don't think ducks are friends. I don't think ducks are friends. Noah thinks that ducks are friends.
I wouldn't go up to a duck. I will be honest.
I would not go up to a duck either. But he says, I was talking to him about like, oh, let's order. Why don't you try duck? You've never eaten duck before.
Oh, duck is
he
good.
Said, duck? No way. Ducks are friends. Ducks are friends.
Duck
I don't
is
want
good.
to eat a duck.
Actually, duck tastes good, man. I can't front.
But he said chickens are not friend. I don't know how he determines what's friend or not. I'm gonna be honest, Chris.
Yeah.
For vibes.
For the vibes, yeah.
I'm gonna give it a poteet.
Oh,
you finish the story. You know, second half of the doubleheader.
Adrenaline. So
word.
Petite. That's nice. Let's go.
I'm gonna give it to Poteet, man. He got sent down immediately, but he gave the Yankees 6 innings. He gave up 1 run, if I'm right. Yes. He was awesome. He pitched well. The rest of the guys will be here, but he came up and he performed for the Yanks. Let's go to the T. Poteet.
Poteet.
PinstripeStrong performer of the week for me.
I like that. I like that.
Love the teat, man. Guys, spam the teat in the chat, man. Spam the teat. Spam the teat. Let's go. Look, Verrod says, let's go teat.
She's on Twitch?
I think she's on Twitch. Look, her face even comes up on the side. See, look.
The teat.
She looks like she's actually saying it. If you look at the picture, put the comment. She looks like
Poteet. Somebody said I'm Poteet. Lowercase P-O.
Blew apart expectations. Yes.
Definitely did. Let's go, T.
With the good comes the bad, man, and you know what time it is.
Bro, you're trash, bro. Is them tears, bro? Come on, bro. Gotta get you together, boy.
We gotta get you together, boy.
Who you got, Joe?
Who don't I got?
Adrenaline.
You see, now the song's in your head, bro.
I'm a bumper when I go walk the dogs later.
Who let the dogs out?
Somebody said that should be the Yankees theme. No, it's not.
No. We've been trying to kill that song forever, bro.
Since it came out.
I'm tired of that shit, bro. I don't want to hear it anymore.
It's not even about dogs.
It's
not even about dogs. It's not even about dogs, guys. It's DMX or nothing.
Oh man, it's so tough, man. Trash. I'm looking at people being trash, man. I'm sorry, bro. I don't want to do this, man. But for this week, you kind of were. Gleyber Torres, I love you, my brother. Like, I really do. I want you to do so well. I even sent them a message, like, after this game, just letting them know, like, yo, bro, you're going to be good, man. This week, you were not, man. I got to give you that, bro. I got to be real. Got to be real.
You're going to be good, man, but you trash right now. That's OD, yo.
I got to be good.
That's it. That's
yeah, like this week, Gleyber hit 125. He got put down in the order. Lost his leadoff spot, bro. He's bunting in a big spot, which is fine. Team-wise, it's good. I'm glad, but you shouldn't have to. You're Gleyber Torres.
Torres of the
contract
Gleyber.
year. bobbling balls and like throwing the ball away, like, and not even that, but like the ball to end off the week goes right to you, infield in, like literally the result that you would want of why the manager brought the infield in, and the ball is bobbled and Naylor doesn't get thrown out and he's out at the plate and we don't even record it out there. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not it's not a good look, Glaber, but
good thing it's only a weekly award. But
exactly.
This is like, you got this because it just happened this week. This is an award for like what awards are for, like stuff that's happened already, not something that's going to happen in the future, unless we're doing
the future trash. You imagine? Yo, I predict. I predict this guy's going to be trash this week.
I don't. Yeah.
You know, like Glorilla, like the great Glorilla said, every day the sun ain't gonna shine, but that's why I love tomorrow.
They're gonna shine in the
But that's why I love tomorrow. You know what I mean? So let's see. Tomorrow's another day. I think we play tomorrow. So let's see where it goes. Yeah. You know, I was leaning Oswaldo Cabrera, but you know, for some reason he didn't play in the Marlins series at all.
You were leaning Oswaldo Cabrera for what?
He batted 167 for the 3 games. But no, but I'm not gonna give it to him. I'm not gonna give it to him. Come on. I was not gonna do that, guys.
Like that, bro. He hit a 2-run shot.
I was not gonna do that, guys. Come on. I was not gonna.
Come on. Man. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna give it to Marcus Stroman. Actually, I ain't like that. I ain't like the way you look, Marcus Stroman. But
okay,
you know,
there
has you was about to like, you know what? What I like about this is that obviously you could work on the bat. You know, we have the You Trash award, I guess, if you want to call it an award, but it has a history of giving that extra boost, that energy for the player that gets it, and don't ever get it again, or just don't get it again for a long time. Right. You know, so it's gonna work for you. You know, you earned this, but then now maybe next game or your next start, you'll get the PinstripeStrong award of the week.
It's happened before.
It has happened. It has happened to Glaber. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure in Petit's in his history and everything like that, he's probably gotten you trash and worked it out. So let's see, man. Let's see what happens.
Even Judge has gotten it.
Yeah, even Judge. The lackluster award. That's the lackluster award.
That's it. Oh, it's all right.
Yeah, man.
It's all right. Good old lackluster. All right. Did anybody display any kind of swag? Any swag chants in this?
About to give it a Petit.
I mean, how could you not give it to the T?
To the T.
You gotta give it.
I think Juan Soto is like a lock. We should call it the swag award, the Juan Soto award, because it's like,
yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Everything he does is just swag, man.
I know, but you can't just make an award after a player. Then if he doesn't get it, he's like mad.
I mean, Maria. I mean, yeah, sure. Nah, you know, so it's true. What let's give it a Volpe.
I like Volpe. He gets put into the leadoff spot, and then he displays swag.
I like Volpe.
I like that.
He definitely has to get some love as well. Some nice, you know, even though he had the bobble today, he did have some nice defensive plays. Came through clutch. You know, he tied the game with a lot of swag, facing a tough closer. In Class C.
Class A.
I can never say his name regular. Class C.
Yo, Class Z. You put a Z in
it. SZ.
My man, Class Z. With Class Z.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it. Who you got?
Boy, you good? Just making mad sounds back there. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it to. Who should I give it to, Chris? I'll give it to a Yankee, of course.
Of course.
You said Coors?
Of course.
Jamani Jones. Nah.
Kevin Smith.
Nah. I'll give it, you know what? I'll give it a Carlos Rodon. I understand he faced the Marlins, but he looked great. And his pitches was moving with swag. There was, damn, what's that dance called when you like, they were Millie rocking in the strike zone. Nah, his pitches was moving very nice, and he was mixing it very nice. Light of pitches, very nice. I love that. So Carlos Rodon looked good, and he was swaggy, and he won on the game that I went to. I took somebody there, made me look good. Hey, this is the team you root for? They always win like this? I said every day.
Dominican flags all over, like
every day, bro.
Every day.
Hell yeah, every day. He was upset when they called a balk on him. He's like, balk? I don't balk. And then he got out of the inning and he said, fuck you, Blue. At least not confirmed. But he said it. He said it with his stuff. But, you know, as an honorary, he would also like to split that award with Poteet because the teat, I mean, how could you not have swag if you ain't got the teat? Huh?
You need that T to have swag.
That's it. The T finished the story. Let's go.
Cody.
That's it. We happy. And that's
that'd be dope if he comes in like he warms up to that song.
Oh yeah.
Like he warms up to Kingdom and then
bro, I'm about to start like my next partner and shit. I'm coming out of the bathroom, getting ready to get in the bedroom. It's like,
hey, man, what's going on?
And I'm just saying, yo, real quick, I'm gonna throw on that song. Finish the story.
Yeah, Samantha introduce you. Here we are from the Bronx. Joe,
man. For that boy. Where are we going with this, Joe? James Abraham.
Next series is against NSFW. Petit is in the minors right now, but maybe he'll start again. But the next series, the Yankees Blue Jays.
Yeah.
What do you guys say about that series, man? What are you expecting? What you want to happen?
I'll be honest, I need the Yankees to go out there and sweep. I know it's like, oh shit, we can't be asking for sweeps. That's crazy. But I really want the Yankees to send a message to the Blue Jays that they a little bro. You know what I mean? Like, I need them to be like, yo, like we good off you, bro. Like, yo, good luck fighting for 4 for some shit like that. Like, we're not trying to like you know, you remember when Vladdy was like, yo, the real rivalries with us and shit. Nah, bro, it just isn't. It just isn't.
Now we gotta sweep him for that shush that Vlad.
My man said, yo, I'm down 7.
I mean, they almost made a they almost made a comeback, but that was looking wild in the beginning there. But yeah, man, we got some good guys pitching in that series, Joe. We got Hill, we got Rodon on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then we got Stroman, former Blue Jay, on Wednesday. And then of course another Thursday off. 3 Thursdays off in a row.
Yeah. I think it's 5 of them to start the year.
Well, the next 2 Thursdays after that, we got Oakland and we got Baltimore.
Diablo, but I'm wrong.
Claro, buddy. So we go from Cleveland, we fly to Toronto, and then back home to face the Rays in Oakland. Rays 3 games, Oakland 4 games before we fly out to Milwaukee and then face Baltimore to end the month of April. So yeah, man, a sweep or nothing. Or take the series, man. Just take the series what y'all been doing all day.
Why not, my G?
That's it, man.
Who gonna say no?
Blood. Man, I love this, man. Thank you so much, everybody, joining the Pinstripe Strong gang. I want to send a shout out to Joey, to Van Rod, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Twitch.
Pinstripe Strong Squad. If you guys have it, if you guys listening this far, you haven't liked the video. What are you doing? Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get it.
Share the video as well, man, and follow us on the socials, man. Keep up. We post every game, highlights, all that stuff. We're gonna be highlighting more of the minor league players. You know what I mean? Give us some love, especially if they're doing what they got to do. Spencer Jones, I think he played his first game recently. Some people were worried.
Yeah, he had like a neck issue.
Throg's neck.
Great neck.
Great neck. I want to know what they were thinking when they named it that. But what is the Jeremy Barreau? I'm gonna be honest with you, my guy. I don't really post on my YouTube channel. I just have an account. But
Jeremy?
I'll see.
What's Chris's channel? I don't find it. Oh
yeah. I don't really post much. I mean, you can, I love the follow, but I don't really post much there. Just whatever Pinstripe Strong is doing.
Yeah.
And my wrestling videos and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Who knows, man? We might do something later this year, but
later this year, like tomorrow.
Any last words, Joe? Before we
go? My last word is hey, you know what? This week is good. That's 3 straight good weeks. Let's go. Happy podcast. Keep your pinstripes on. Say Pinstripe Strong. Let's go. You guys said
one more thing. One more thing, man. Next episode is 300.
Oh yeah, next episode is 300. So we'll Yankees better win. I need a good week out of you.
We need a good week.
What, the Yankees went 2 and what this week? No, they get 2 and
4 and 2.
Yankees went 4 and 2 this week. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye, guys. I love you. Peace.